Hello, Emmanuel. It's Tom DuMontier coming to you from Swanee, Tennessee, where we've lived for about 3 years, and we'll be here for about 14 more days before we move back to Virginia. I'll be ordained into the diaconate on June 3rd with a party dinner at Emmanuel to follow that evening. I hope to see you there. And we'll begin at St. John's in Waynesboro on the first Sunday of July, July 2nd. So, a lot of excitement in looking toward the future, but also the DuMontier family has been reflecting on our journey and our time here. I graduated with my Master's of Divinity last week, and I've had a lot of celebrations with that. Yesterday at the lake, Wallace's fourth grade class gathered for some beginnings of goodbyes to her. I know Saskia is having the same with her preschool buddies. And Nicole's finishing up at her hospital in Chattanooga and having some goodbyes. This is her last week. So, man, I've been wrestling with what are we to focus on in these times of transitions, of looking back at how we've gotten to where we are now and looking ahead to the abundance in the future? And what are the ways that we can do that? Because I know our family is in a bit of a transition and an exciting one. And I know y'all, my Emmanuel family, is in an exciting transition as you're just a couple months away from Father Jonathan coming in. And how do we try to hold things in balance and be grounded enough to see what's there before us? And what I've been coming back to lately, as far as where I'm to put my attention, is a quote by the mystic Meister Eckhart. Eckhart says, in these times and in all of our times in life, to tend only to the birth in you, and you will find all goodness and all consolation, all delight, all being and all truth. Reject it, and you reject goodness and blessing. What comes to you in this birth brings with it pure being and blessing, but what you seek or love outside of this birth will come to nothing, no matter what you will or where you will it. I just pray for y'all and for my family that we will look to the birth and to what is blooming and blossoming in our lives, and not be as tangled in the daily minutia, the fears and the anxiety. And you ask, Tom, how do you do something like that? Well, I think it's the threefold path of praying the daily office in the Book of Common Prayer, whether it's morning prayer, evening prayer, the short noon service, or a little devotional for families, or maybe you do Compline before you go to bed. Just a great way to ground ourselves in a life of prayer. Also, Eucharist, receiving the Eucharist regularly, at least once a week. And also personal prayer, whether it's the Ignatian Examen, whether it's centering prayer, Lectio Divina, or another type of prayer. So my wish for y'all and for myself and our family is that we will look toward what is being born into the birth in our lives. And we will ground ourselves in the daily office, in Eucharist, and in personal prayer. What an exciting time for us and for y'all. I hope you'll be able to attend my ordination to the diaconate on June 3rd at St. John's in Roanoke. And if not, I look forward to seeing y'all on the evening of June 3rd. Thank you, Emmanuel, for your prayers and for your financial support of me and my family. We certainly couldn't have done this without you. Happy Wednesday, everybody.